Well, Darren, I suppose it's been a pretty good week to be involved with the Posh, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Great result on Monday. Booked a place at Wembley. Something I think everyone will look forward to. It's 5 weeks away, but that'll go quick. We can't concentrate on the league now, but no, it's really exciting to finally get us book a place there and something we can really look forward to.
Can you take that bounce with you to Stevenage this weekend?
Well, I think now the next game after any sort of success like that, in terms of especially in cup competitions, getting to where we wanted to, booking a place there, I look at Saturday as a really, really important game now, especially we've then got a free week. I think it's only one of 2 free weeks we've got left in the season, which means we've got good work into them in the training ground, and you want to go into that week with another win. And I think it's a really important game, and I think it'll be a difficult game. I watched them myself on Tuesday. It'll be a hard game, but one we're fully expecting to go there and try and get the right result.
Yeah, beaten by Leyton Orient, but I think I'm right in saying they created quite a few chances, didn't they, particularly second half?
Second half they were better. They were more competitive and more what you'd expect of them, to be honest. First half, I have to say Leyton Orient were excellent, and it could have been more than 2, but they played 2 different formations on the night, which they have done this season. We've done a lot of work on it this morning, so we're ready for it. But I think you know Stevenage, well, I do anyway, well enough by now that we know it's going to be a tough game at their place, physical game, and we have to match that, but also got to play a football as well.
Yeah, you're very versatile, aren't you, with your formations? And as you say, I think they started with a 4, didn't they, at the back on Tuesday night, but they often play a 3 as well, which you can match up if you need to with the personnel you've got.
Yep, it's something we've got as well, good flexibility. And yeah, they started with a 4, then they went to a 3, and they played a 3 at Rotherham, so they have got that. What they do on Saturday, obviously we don't know, but we'll be ready for whatever formation they play.
A Graham Westley team will be dogged and will fight for everything, won't they? And their position dictates they have to do that at the moment.
Yeah, they're obviously down there and not having probably not having the season they would have wanted. So, like I say, it's always a tough game there. We've played there a couple of times and it's always been quite tough. But I think we'll take a good support. I think that'll be important. I thought our fans again on Monday were excellent at Leyton Orient in the last away game. They were brilliant, and I think we'll take a few. It's not far, and they're going to be important to come to the end of the season. So no, it's been a good week so far. We want to finish it off in the right way though. You've
been there once before. It was a thrilling game actually, 4-3 in the League Cup, and I remember you saying after that game it's some of the best football you'd seen from your side. Obviously many of the personnel have changed, but something similar, some nice flowing football is what you want to see again.
I think that's going to be key. I think that's how we always want to play, but I think even more important it'll be on Saturday. We have to keep that ball, because Stevenage will make it difficult in the sense that they'll want to pen you in, and if you can't get control of the possession of the game, it'll be difficult. And, they're strong at set pieces. Going back to that game, we played ever so well, but we couldn't get away from them. They keep going and going, and that's a good character they've got about them. So we have to make sure we look after that ball well Saturday.
A good spring in the step away from home as well now, because that fantastic one at Leyton Orient, and you showed a different side perhaps to your game at Swindon. You were very dogged and didn't give up, and obviously it paid off in the end. So the away form now just starting to turn a corner a bit.
Well, it's going to be important if you look at the games we've got away from home. But I think the players, and I don't want to keep harping on about the pitch because I think we've spoke about it enough. I think the players prefer to play away home at the moment. But if you look at the away games we've got Stevenage, then Crawley, but you've got Wolves away, Preston away, Milton Keynes away, the ones around you, So our away form's going to have to pick up.
Yeah, just on the pitch, not to labour the point too much, but you said you were going to have a sit down and sort of discuss that. Was there any kind of resolution of how you get it better?
Well, the only thing we can do is work on it and hope the weather dries out. Yesterday was a good day and we've got the machines on it, so it is looking better, and that's all. You couldn't relay a pitch now because simply the weather it wouldn't grow. So we're just hoping that the weather becomes a bit better, and we can get on it. That's the aim.
Injury-wise, did Jack Payne, was he just holding his groin a bit as he came off on Monday night?
Yeah, Jack is he's got a problem with his groin. I think it's slightly affected him in the last couple of games. Not that as an excuse, and the boy wouldn't make one himself, but I think it's just in terms of his mobility. So we'll have a look at that today. We'll get it scanned today, just a precaution. But we're probably hopeful that he's going to be fit for Saturday.
Is that one that's just been niggling away for a few weeks?
Yeah, it is, and it's something I've got to bear in mind, considering how many games we've got left, and also the big fixture pile up we've got coming up, I've got to be sensible and when people have got slight knocks that could affect them if they continue playing. So it's something I've got in my mind that perhaps I could make a change there. There's one or two others. I've got to make sure that I can freshen it up now and again, because there is a lot of games left in a short space of time.
And of course, Grant McCann came back, didn't he, from the bench on Monday, made a real positive impact as well. So good to have him fit and available, particularly if Jack is struggling a bit.
Yeah, I thought Grant did well when he came on. I thought he gave us that. I thought it was a good game for him. I thought he got control of the ball and gave us good composure. And probably showed his experience in a big game like that. That's what probably you'd expect from Grant. But he definitely did have an influence, and I was pleased about that. So yeah, you've got him, you've got young Jermaine as well. Obviously we've got Bozzy that's gone in there. So I've got, I think, good options. I think I've freshened Jermaine up a little bit for the run-in, really. He did play yesterday, but he looked very, very good in the reserve game. So I've got options in there, and I think it's in that particular area of the pitch, or of the team, with the heavy pitches, not just our own, other heavy pitches. That's something that I have to bear in mind in that particular area of the team, position. Yeah,
good workout yesterday. A few of the players got some minutes under the belts.
Yeah, you had a good look at Baldwin and Ricardo Santos, both excellent. Baldwin was outstanding. Some of his passing was magnificent from the back. Connor scored again. Joe Newell they all did well. The ones that needed the game did really well. I was pleased with it because it was a good game against Hull. They got some good young players, so it was a good workout.
Yeah, decisions to be made, I guess, this weekend, which is the way you want it, because as you say, Baldwin's available, Nugent comes back into contention, obviously a Jose and Connor Washington, as you mentioned.
Yeah, all four come back in, so that's great, and I'm pleased that we have got the gap now, because it can become a little bit inconsistent that they can play one game and then not another. So I'm glad that's sort of out of the way. We've only got one game left in the tournament. We can concentrate on the league and concentrate on trying to get in a good position before the final.
Yeah, and it's, in terms of Nugent, I think he got man of the match, didn't he, by the sponsors on his debut, so that gives you a bit of a decision to make, doesn't it? He was cup tied at the weekend, but his big presence, I think, was certainly a positive against Walsall.
It was, and I think it will be. I think he is what he is. I think if you watch him, you'll make your mind up quickly what he is, but he still handles the ball well, which is important, especially if we want to play sometimes as we do with three. But he's left-sided and he ticks a lot of boxes. He heads it and he gets in the right areas. And like I said last week, for a young man, he's got pretty decent experience,
We spoke to Mark Little yesterday, and he was saying, although the gap is very big between yourselves and second place, the players certainly aren't giving up on automatic. He feels that this time of the season is generally when you come good. So I guess that's what you want to hear from your players.
It is, and no one is giving up on it. No matter what you say, if it's still mathematically possible, then we'd have a go at it. But working out in your own mind the mathematics of it, you'd have to probably win about 13, 14 games, which is possible, but it's some going. So until someone says, look, you can't get there, then we'll keep going, obviously. The most important thing is to just make sure we take a game at a time, pick up the points and see where it takes us.
Injury wise, other than Jack Payne, how are you looking?
Good. Everyone else that didn't play yesterday trained today, so the numbers are good.